ICM post flop, again, disgusting situation, and I'm going to be sharing the full solution with you. We're in a money bubble. It's a small field tournament. We are 6 players left and 5 paid. So it's stone bubble. Jack 10 off here with the shortest stack, so we can play a bit looser. Jack 10 off would be the bottom here that I open, either raise or jam. My opponent decides to call. 10, 6, 8. We can jam. I think it's fine. Decided to call. From my experience, people in these kind of situations are becoming way too loose and are over bluffing too much. So here I'm sacrificing the fact that my hand is probably always a jam in theory. I think we're going to look into it, but I think I will make more money with a call because I think on later streets, turn and river, I will have a hand that I can call down with that my opponent's just going to blast it off with a hand he's not supposed to blast it off. 10, 7, 8. He continues betting. I think we still call here, and then river, he decides to jam. I thought it's going to be very hard for him to have a 5. I think 7-5 checks the turn, 6-5 very likely checks the turn. So either made something like with 10-9, 9-8, 7-9, Jack-9 kind of hands. I mean, the thing is, he should be stabbing with a lot of very unnatural hands. So if he has, let's say, Jack-Deuce in spades, Jack-3 in spades, even if he has Queen-Deuce in clubs, he can stab the flop. And the thing is that all his flop bets that are complete air will continue on the turn. So it's very easy to overbluff the spot. If he has a 4, he's bluffing as well, right? So it's like King 4, King 3, King Deuce, offsuited and suited combos. He's very likely defending all the offsuited King X hands. Then the suited Queen X hands, Queen 3, Queen Deuce, Queen 4. And then Queen Jacks, obviously, very natural hand to bluff with. Also the 9X, I would think that something like 8-9 would often just check the flop, but decided to hero call, obviously very consistent here. That's how I perceive people these days. We have relatively low ICM because we had a shorter stack. So let's have a look. We are here, yeah, 12%. I mean, if we look at the other ones, right, it's super high for a lot of these players. So we would probably have to consider that if he bets half pot or close to half pot, we need 25%. So with the ICM, 2.7 to 1. If we say we need 25% according to Chip EV. So let's say with the ICM, we probably need 37%. So he needs to bluff around every third time for me to be break even at least with ICM, which I think is definitely possible. It's not even close. But let's have a look first pre-flop. As you can see in ICM, Jack 10 off is mostly a jam, but also a little bit of a raise. I think it's both fine. So we want to have a look how the blinds are reacting against the min raise to make our decision whether we want to jam or min raise. And the thing is with small blind, I think the suited aces, he might fold some of them a little bit more often, but I think people would jam 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s here most of the time. So kind of equalize each other. Yeah, I think this is also realistic. I mean, he's 3-betting to be committed, so he can fold if big blind jams, right? Maybe jam some King Jack, King 10 suited as well. I don't know. And maybe the small blind strategy is going to be a little more aggressive, to be honest, against my min raise, but slightly. But what makes me happy to find this min raise is, again, the big blind strategy. As you can see, it's very unrealistic, right? He's supposed to jam 33% of the time, which is not happening. Also, and that's why I decided to min raise. I know, okay, my min raise is going to be more EV. He defended a fucking 9-6 off here. Right, it just shows you that's why I decided to min raise, because I know whether when I make plays and put them in uncomfortable situations to play against this min raise off in 11-bit big blind stack. I don't know why people don't study these spots, don't look into it, right? My range is so polarized, it's so strong. What do you want to do? Yeah, you're the big stack. But we've just seen that you still have a little bit of ICM impact of 3% here. Even at Chippy V, it's probably not a good defense. So that's just torching. I mean, we see my min raising rate. What do you want to do with 9-6 off against this range of blue hands here? It's crazy. But you see people doing this in a fucking 5K on the money bubble, which you shouldn't be doing these blunders. 3 pips off is crazy. This should not happen. So that's why I think if I get him to call hands like 9-6 off and 10-7 off and 10-8 off and maybe a 9-3 suited, and he's not jamming these offsuited King X hands that I have good equity against, fantastic. DV for me, min raising this, absolutely insane.